Hey gang, welcome back, welcome aboard, welcome home, as always, depending on your journey with this channel, this energy, and this week. This week is Monday, the 2nd of August through the 8th of August, 2021. I will tell you right now, there's a lot of big energy this week. Of course, right? So let's get at it, right? So we start this week out with the Taurus Moon. However, the very, very first aspect we will witness as this bracket of time is the Sun opposing Saturn, a Leo Sun opposing an Aquarius Saturn. Right. Then the Moon is going to square Jupiter and move into Gemini, promptly squaring Mars, and Mercury is going to trine Chiron. So with that Sun up Saturn, right, we kind of have that feeling of restraint, like a wet blanket. I mean, because the Sun and Saturn are not really similar energies at all. And then as we move into that air moon, right, we're going to want to rationalize, and squaring Mars, we'll feel a little bit of hesitation going along with that Sun up Saturn. And with that Virgo and Gemini energy heavily placed, right, with that Moon squaring Mars, that leads to like an uptick in analysis, right? Hyper-analysis and paralysis. I mean, consider both that Virgo and Gemini energy is hyper-analytical to the point of paralysis, right? And as Mercury trines Chiron later in the day, you get to process, right? You get to choose whether or not you're speaking from your healing after that period of quiet. On Tuesday, the big deals are we've got Venus trining Uranus. The Moon makes several sextiles to the Sun, Chiron, and Mercury before squaring Venus, and that Leo Mercury is going to square Uranus. So with the Moon trining Saturn, right, our feelings are going to catch up with our state of being from the day before. Whoa, wow, hey, okay. That was exciting. Anyway, with Venus trining Uranus in Earth signs, right? Again, we've got Virgo and Taurus. This allows us to kind of shift and change and refine, right, our concept of 3D desire, right, relationship, money, love, how we witness all of our relationships to those things, making them tangible, right, seismic, real, down to earth. And then, right, with that Moon moving through the Sun, Chiron, and Mercury, and then squaring Venus, right, that becomes about what I want, what I desire, right, your inner Baruch assault, really coming to grips with later on, as Mercury squares Uranus, how are you feeling free to speak your truth, right? Your shocking truth. Because, let's face it, sometimes the truth is shocking. On Wednesday, the Moon squares retrograde Neptune, right? Giving you that, yes, I am, yes, I feel, yes, I can, kind of power to your vision. And then we get an in conjunction to Pluto and a trine to Jupiter, kind of really adding like rocket fuel to your vision, to your expansion. And as the moon moves into Cancer, we're going to be asked not to hide. Don't shrink back, right? Especially when the sun trines Chiron, allowing you to stand in your healing and claim your energy as your victory, right? Your feeling energy as your victory. On Thursday, it's kind of an interesting day. We have a Cancer moon that sextiles Mars, and then moves in conjunct to Saturn and squares Chiron, sextiling Uranus, right? So this is a tightrope, right? Feelings versus actions. Are you feeling buckled up? Are you feeling heart-driven? Are all your I's dotted? Are your T's crossed, right? Are you in line with your visions of what your healed self looks like, right? And if you are, then this is that day to kind of check out, feel into, I see you. Wow, okay. Feel into your vision, feel into your potential, feel into your possibility, and let the shifts come, right? Let the changes come. With that Cancer moon, this is about home. This is about roots, origins, tribe, family. What feels like home? How are you nurtured? How do you nurture yourself? And let those changes come, right? Yeah, we'll get there. Let them come from the center of your being, right? From your heart, from your soul. Let them become your own resonance. On Friday, right, the moon is going to sextile Venus, trine Neptune, oppose Pluto. The sun is going to square Uranus, and the moon is going to be in conjunct Jupiter. So what you're creating as your experience is very amped up by your deepest visions and dreams. As that moon opposes Pluto, it's like a catapult, like a rocket launcher, right? Fueled by the power of your heart. Balancing that change on your new identity, right? Sun square Uranus. If you can use that dynamic tension, if you've done that work to plumb the depths of your heart, so that you can use that slingshot power of Pluto and that amazing clarity of retrograde Neptune in order to get into alignment with your new identity, right? And expand from your potential and not your past. On Sunday, the moon moves into, Saturday, the moon moves into Leo and then opposes Saturn, of course. How exciting, right? A little bookend from the beginning of our week when the sun opposed Saturn. And then Mercury is going to be in conjunct Neptune, right? So this is about feeling into your heart, right? That big Leo roaring moon, big warmth, big magnanimous choice to lead with compassion, not ego, right? Like I said, we're going to echo that Saturn opposition from the beginning of the week. But this is a moon opposition, not a sun opposition, right? So where at the beginning of the week it felt a little womp womp, wet blankety. You can't deny your feelings. You just can't, especially when it's about expression that's being fueled by that retrograding Neptune, which is that beautiful sense of reality check, right? So this is a big fat day of yes, right? All systems go, right? We're lighting all of the fires. We are preparing our rockets. Woof. Oh my, look at that. For this Lionsgate portal. Now, Sunday, the 8th of August, this new moon, right? So our Leo moon, and I'm just going to tell you, I have this, I had this desire to pull 2 oracle decks, so I'm doing it. Anyway, so this moon is amazing, right? So it trines Chiron, it squares Uranus, right? So this is about utilizing the power of your healing to create this change, right? This is a portal to self-awareness. Sirius, of course, is our spiritual sun, right? So how are you bringing your spirit into your sense of identity, into your sense of creation? This is a portal to self-awareness on the widest and grandest and deepest scale. Beautiful that these intense opportunities happen at this amazing place of intentions for newness, to create your new self, right? So we have concepts about creation and creativity, yeah, and identity. And we have to balance them with our understanding of rules, boundaries, and restrictions, and kind of let them rub up against the bindings, and really see if we can hone that event horizon to its sharpest, so that we can cut through that concept of limitation and really get into, whoa, dang, the space of limitlessness, right? Yeah, because we're talking about manifestation that is fueled by your desire. Woo! All right, let's get at this, shall we? Okay. So on Monday, we're talking about Sun opposite Saturn. We're talking about Mercury trining Chiron. Really kind of being in that state of, right, paralysis, and then later on being asked to speak from your truth. So we've got the 7 of Pentacles, right? We've got the Knight of Cups. So again, this is waiting, right? We talked about Virgo and Gemini energy being in that mode of analysis. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've really never seen a super happy looking 7 of Pentacles. He just never looks too thrilled about waiting, even though we all know that waiting is necessary, right? And so as we move through our paralysis, as we process whatever is coming out of that Sun opposite Saturn, whatever ways we are creating ourselves as limited, right? Later on in the day, we get this new sense of freshness, this sense of feeling, right? As Mercury trines Chiron and the moon moves into Gemini, right? We're able to lift that feeling of heaviness with new ways of expressing ourselves emotionally, right? Mercury trine Chiron, it's a beautiful thing. Tuesday, I mean, we've got the 9 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Cups, right? So again, we're talking about, this is wish fulfillment, this is celebration, right? What do you want? What do you desire? Really finding those ways to allow your 3D desires, right? I mean, this is, I am content with what I have. I have emotionally created from my celebrations. And what do we create from celebration? More, more, more. Is it an accident that we have 3 times 3 here? I mean, I'm just going to say on August 3rd, maybe it's not, right? So be in that shift, right? Let your feelings catch up. And then as you allow Venus to trine Uranus and really feel that seismic shift, bringing those 3D passions, that desire front and center about what you want in your life, how you want to feel, what you want to create, right? What you want to represent, what you want to embody. Well, I mean, it's all there. As long as you are witnessing it, right? That's a lot of Cups energy. Oh, look, did we miss one? How did we do that? Let's get one. The 6 of Cups cannot not have a little friend. Okay, so as we, interestingly, belatedly, get our clarifier, all right, I like it. So the Six of Cups is unconditional love, right? This is how you were loved, how you were taught, how you, the highest way to nurture yourself, right? That beautiful witnessing and feeling of unconditional love. And the Chariot is balanced forward motion. It is the card of Cancer. And so as we feel these energies, right, this is about how we feel. I mean, the moon moves into Cancer on this day. So this is, right, yes, I am, yes, I feel, yes, I can. And how are we going to stand in our own healing, right? With that moon moving into Cancer, how are we going to move forward from this place of unconditional love? How are we going to carry it forth? How are we going to stand in our healing and claim our emotional victory, our heart victory? Well, you always just align back to this feeling of unconditional love. Just align back, just align back, just align back to what you know, right? Because it's always there. And you can always find it as long as you're just, keeping your alignment, keeping your balance with this at the center. Your heart, of course, always at the center. Echoing those feelings of home and just plain old unconditional love and acceptance. On Thursday, right, this is the day that we talked about being that feelings versus action day, that kind of tightrope day, right, where you want to stand in your awarenesses and know that you have done all of the work, right? Four of Pentacles, I've done it all, here I am. And this can be about conservation. It can also be about hoarding, right, and greed. But in this case, we're going to talk about it as that state of conservation, right? Having done my work, I know I'm fully resourced, and then I'm going to feel into the shift. I'm going to let that shift come. I'm going to let the change come. I'm going to let all these things that I have created, have visioned, have dreamt, right, have done the work for, I'm going to let those things come, and I'm going to welcome them as I move through these gates into that next state. Well, it's not going to... there we go. So, we move through our state of dreaming. We move through our state of unfurling, right, of releasing our need to conserve, and we move into that state of limitless flow that allows our shift, our change to simply come and feel into the possibility of what could be, instead of holding on to the concept of what I must have, right? Cancer Moon sextiling Mars, sextiling Uranus, allowing the shift, allowing the change, allowing the newness, allowing those things to come in, right? These are moments of action, but controlled action, right? Nothing reckless, nothing ruthless, nothing broad brush. This is very deliberate, aligned action, aligned, all week, aligned action. On Friday, again, we've got Justice and the Ace of Cups, right? So this is balance, fairness, all of those things, right? We've got the moon sextiling Venus. And then we also, this is the day that the sun is going to square Uranus, allowing you to be fueled by your dreams, to create with infinite power what you have in your deepest visioning, right? As the moon trines that beautiful Pisces Neptune, you're plumbing your depths, right? You're creating your new identity in a balanced and harmonized way, expanding from your potential, right? Not from your past. You know why? Because you don't live there anymore. You don't live there anymore, right? You may have carried the feeling, but you've not carried the requirements, right? You have carried forth the love that you needed, the lessons that you needed, and created this new identity based on your potential of embodiment of your own emotional feeling, not dragging anything around from the past, right? With that sort of justice, we can weigh what has been and cut away what we don't need. So we travel light, right? Saturday. We've got another Three of Cups, guys, and a Six of Wands. So as the moon moves into Leo, hello, of course, we have some beautiful Six of Wands. This is about victory. This is, again, about that leading with compassion, not your ego. And as the moon opposes Saturn, right, we get to this place where we can't deny our feelings. You can't, right? We have to get into that energy of yes, this energy of yes, thank you. Here I am. Let me join this dance because it's a victorious dance, right? All systems are go. Because as we move into the Lionsgate portal, right, as we align with our spiritual sun, we're creating from our divinity. We're releasing anything that has brought us sadness, anything we witness as a loss, anything we witness as a past hurt, and our intention, right, as we have this beautiful 16-degree Leo moon on the 8-8 portal. If you add up those 8s to 16, you are absolutely right on. So what are you going to create in this portal, right, to your self-awareness? Again, on the grandest, the deepest, the widest scales. These are the most intense intentions of your year because you're creating your brand new self. The North Node is trining Saturn, right? So please do not believe that your destiny is not malleable. If you're in alignment and you're willing to just unpierce yourself, you have this gift from the divine, right? This is either your decision to step out of this energy or this decision to step into union, or both. You get to choose. You get to choose. So this week, it's very important at this portal, no lie, to know what matters. And I think that that's all over this reading. Because clearly, if you're in full manifestation, full creation at this Lionsgate portal, then you have to know what matters. You have to know what matters, right? The dragon, seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. I mean, come on, y'all. I couldn't make it up if I wanted to, right? Why would I want to? It's so beautiful. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look into the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center. This translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gate burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe the health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions well. y'all. You can't make that up. I love it. All right, so we had a whole lot of parallels with everything we just talked about. Let's talk right here too, because we did talk a lot about that Cancer moon and so many Venus aspects this week, right? As home, right? What home is, what it feels like for you, how you create your home in that desire, in that yes I am, yes I can, yes I feel, right? In that what is my desire and how do I create from it? That's what we're doing all week, getting into that place where we can let the shift come, let the change come, and feel into that possibility at this moment of union with sun and spiritual sun, right? No place like home. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known, that you can call yours. This card signals the ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin. This is a beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet neither with pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit. You know what? I'm not going to say another thing. Listen to it again if you need any more validation. But, right, it's the Yellow Brick Road, y'all. Happy Lionsgate Portal, folks. I will do a Lionsgate Portal reading probably next Saturday. Yeah. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Big giant blessings and happy self-discovery.